Today we are talking about creating systems that spark joy in your day-to-day business operation, right? And some of you are wondering why do we need systems in our business, right? You want to be able to create systems that serve you, right? When you started this entrepreneurship journey, you never intended for this to be like another job, right? You started this business so that you could create a movement in your life and your business, right? And I know a lot of you, well, especially now, we're all working from home. So it's important that you create systems that allow you to, right, spark joy. I'm stealing Marie Kondo's vibe here, but that's really all that it is trying to do. And if Marie Kondo kind of freaks you out, then it's okay. But the intent behind what she does and her movement of sparking joy is that kind of idea I want to instill in all of you today, right? So, systems that spark joy. And hashtag laptop lifestyle. I can't even say it, right? Having a laptop lifestyle, right? That's what all these entrepreneurs on the internet are promoting. You'll see people like Tai Lopez, and like he'll do videos in front of all his like fancy cars. I mean, I have one fancy car, which I just love cars with turbo engines, and it just so happens that the AMG motor, I love that car. So I love the motor, I don't love the car. I could care less what it looks like aesthetically, but it is a fierce car, right? So it speaks to my Fierce Feminine brand. But I've had it before. I mean, I was a Fierce Feminine before I even created the brand. All that to say, right, we're working from a laptop. Having a laptop lifestyle in reality does not look like they portray, right? And here is how you make your laptop work for you the way that was intended. Like, we're not supposed to be strapped and like tied to our laptops, right? I know some days my life does look like that, where I'm in client calls all day and I'm working on systems, creating systems for my clients. And that's what I want to actually talk to you about today, is the process that I take my clients through and how we create systems that spark joy. So number one, I look at their day-to-day lifestyle, right? I don't look at just their business. I look at how they're living. So a lot of times people will already have a team when they hire me. I'm just there to kind of zhuzh it and make it come together. So how I make it come together for them is, one, we take a look at their lifestyle. Do they have competing priorities with their business, right? If things aren't aligned in your personal life, let's be real, your business life is going to look like a crap show. I don't know. This is a family show, so try not to swear. And it doesn't go with my brand because I am a Christian, but there's certain words like crap show that I don't know how to say it in another term. So if you know the other term, type it below. I would love to hear how else you would coin that phrase. So, and here's a fun fact. Some entrepreneurs have come to me, they're like, my business is already organized. I'm such an organized person, which I totally believe, but there are still ways I can zhuzh it. And my ultimate goal for them is to have a weekly plan mapped out. It's not just for them, it's for the team, right? If you are a solopreneur, right, it's all you. But if you are relying on other people to get certain tasks done for you, they also have a life. So I actually get on with the team members. I even have a special Acuity link for team members of my clients to book calls with me so that we can go over things that need to be discussed as part of my client's business, right? So I get in touch with all of the team. I get the vibe for the entire team and see what days work, what days don't work, because it doesn't make sense for me to create a project plan that has let's say copywriting due on Wednesday, and the copywriter on the team is not available on Wednesdays because she's serving other clients on those days. So that's what you have to really get the pulse of the life of the people, yourself, and your people on your team first. If you don't have a team, just get the pulse of your life down on paper, your personal life, and then build your business around it, because that's why you are in entrepreneurship, right? Is to build a business around your life, not a life around your business. Am I right? Type yes in the comments if you are feeling this. And of course, I have a system where I take notes for myself so that I don't get lost. So why you need these systems in your business too, right? Systems reduce decision fatigue, right? Looking at your life. Well, raise your hand if you deal with this question. What's for dinner? So I'm just using this question because it's all across the board. Everybody eats dinner. Everybody. There's this question that pops up in every household at every time dinner is about to happen. Unless you have a plan and you have a meal plan, then there's no question, right? And I don't know about you, but sometimes I do have a meal plan, but right now my meal plan is shifting because my diet is shifting. I'm seeing she's not a naturopath, but she's helping me with my nutrition and getting all of that on tap, because right, your brain is your greatest asset. I was experiencing brain fog and fatigue, shifting from living in Hawaii, living to here, and I just kind of felt in a funk. And I met her through one of the masterminds that I'm in, and I decided to see her, and guys, I don't even drink coffee anymore. That's how good my energy level is these days. And most of us are ladies in here today. I am starting my girls' time, and I didn't have any coffee. I'm drinking water, of course, but I have good energy, and that's what we need to have as entrepreneurs. We need to have a good mindset going in so that we can then create this task. Like when you are exhausted, when you are fatigued, there's no way that you can create the stuff that you need to create systems or without systems in your business. But having these systems allows your brain to, say you're having a brain fog day because you didn't sleep well last night, or you stayed up really late because you got this massive download and you still have to wake up early, right? If you have a routine and a system built, it's like, okay, at this time I do this, at that time I do that, at this time I do that, or whatever. It could be a daily schedule, or it could be just a checklist on your phone to remind you the steps that you take in your morning routine, to remind you of the steps that you take in the afternoon when you're closing up shop, right? And I have all of those built into my task manager or my project management software to remind me of all the things that I need to do, people I need to reach out to. All that stuff is all tracked in my project management software. Okay, so that's right. You need to eliminate decision fatigue. And then you also, right, you need to create a manual for living, manual for life. So going back to what we just talked about, having your life mapped out and having everything mapped out with your life and your business together on one calendar is what makes the most sense, because you are one person. Just because you have, right, your life here and then your business here, they don't exist separately. They are still part of you as one person. That is why you need to create a system based on your life and your business. Okay, there's that saying, right? Kids aren't born with manuals, so you just have to wing it. And I know a lot of you wing your business because you're looking at everybody else. You're like, well, my business is unique. My business doesn't look like their business. So therefore, using that same analogy, right, I have to do it from scratch, because nobody has a business that I have, especially if you are an original and you're starting something that it's not duplicated elsewhere, right? And you are creating your movement or whatever you have. Yeah, so just because your business is different than other people's doesn't mean that there aren't already systems built or things that you can't copy from someone else, because we're all doing the same thing, right? So type yes in the chat if you're doing any one of these. Sales calls. Do you do sales calls? Yes or no? Do you send proposals to your clients after they've said yes on a sales call, right? You send out a proposal, you send out a welcome email. If you have an online program, you invite them to, or you have, like say your program is in Kajabi, you have to send them a welcome email and a login for them to access your online course, right? Or let's say, right, social media. We're on social media right now. Creating social media content is no joke. It's why I outsource mine now. But right, we are all on social media, and we all need to create content. So you need a system for that. Emails, sending out emails to your email newsletters to your list, or even launching. Like if you're launching, right, there's so much email and content that you have to create for that. But here's what I want to say, right? Having a CEO mindset. CEO stands for create everything once. I'm gonna say it again. CEO stands for create everything once. Okay? And that's the CEO mindset that I want you to have. Not this Tai Lopez where I'm gonna make buku bucks and buy like tons of fancy cars and hire staff so I can just show up and be a diva. Like, no. CEO stands for create everything once. You are the visionary, you create it, you tell your people what you want in your mind, and the only way that they can execute it is if you have systems in place, right? And next week I'll talk about like how to get the systems out and create it. You don't have to create it yourself per se, but you do have to get it out of your brain and into the people that will be doing the work for you as a CEO. Or even if you are doing it yourself, you need to create a manual for yourself, even as a solopreneur, so that you are ready to outsource once you have your systems down and you can hire a VA to take care of the stuff that you just don't want to do. Okay, so that is it for me. I'm signing off for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know #replay if you're watching the replay, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.